Alright guys, so I know I haven't done a video in a few days, but work and everything. Um, some of us have to get out of bed and go to a 9 to 5 job. Some of us just can't sit around all day and just make YouTube videos and be on Twitter and Facebook and everything and just whatever you want to do. Jerk off in your underwear while you're at it. So, everybody's been talking about this PS4 Pro, and I was thinking about getting a PS4 because I already have an Xbox One. So I was thinking about getting a PS4 just for the VR experience. The VR experience is supposed to happen, underneath the $800 mark, whatever. $800, $900 mark, whatever it was. But we need to get something really crystal fucking clear here, guys. Okay? The PS4 Pro is only being touted as a 4K machine because Sony is in the same spot Microsoft was just a few years ago with the Xbox One. Sony is poised to have the less technical, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, the less technical of the two machines when the Scorpio releases next year. Okay? So, let's be really clear here, guys. The PlayStation 4 Pro is not a 4K gaming machine. Okay? There's no fucking way in the world that a machine that has 4.2 teraflops, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, where the fuck they're using the math they're using for their video scaling or whatever. There's no way in the world that will do native 4 fucking K on a 4K television. There's no way. Okay? $400 at 4K, you're fucking dreaming. Okay? I think what happened is Sony decided to make a system that would better support their VR system and double the horsepower on a standard PlayStation 4. Yeah, the standard PlayStation 4 is better than the Xbox One tech-wise. Don't give a shit. Alright? It's not the reason I bought my Xbox One anyway. I bought it for the games. I know, everybody says, well, that's normal defense, Everybody says, I just bought it for the games. I really did just buy it for the games, but whatever. I am not going to sit here and defend myself for being an Xbox owner. But anyway, double the horsepower should run their PlayStation VR a lot better. Okay? Even if the headset's got a screen in it, even if the headset's got a screen that has a processor in it, it's still going to run better on a PlayStation 4 Pro than it would on a PlayStation 4. Okay? So, I think what happened is when Sony made this machine, they were really just kind of focusing on the VR, and the 4K thing kind of came along afterward. You could sit there and say, oh, that's not the case. They really wanted to make a 4K system, make it future-proof. This is not fucking future-proof, guys. There's going to have to be another PlayStation down the line. If this is the last PlayStation we're getting, then Sony's fucked up. Plain and simple, Sony's fucked up. There's no way that this is going to be the last PlayStation in the cycle. There's no way this is going to be the last PlayStation ever, because if it is, Sony's fucked up and they've not future-proofed their machine. The press conference happened last week. They showed off some gameplay of Mass Effect Andromeda. They showed off some gameplay that was supposed to be in 4K. Guys, it's not 4K. It's upscaled to 4K, but it's not 4K. It's most likely 1080p at 60 frames a second. There's not going to be no PlayStation 4 Pro specific games because it's all using the same assets. It's just upscaling them to 1440, which is 4K. Okay, So I think what happened is PlayStation focused on their VR. And this 4K thing kind of happened. It kind of took them by surprise how popular that this was actually becoming. I mean, you kind of realize this technology, this some people who are a specific age who run these companies don't understand that. They don't seem to understand that people always want the better thing because we feel as though it's a trophy we have to have. Okay? Well, most people do. I don't have a 4K television. I probably won't have a 4K television for a good little while. Only because just bought the damn thing a couple years ago, and I'm not buying a new one for a while. Alright? Of course, you know, I work a 9-to-5 job, and I don't have to have all the nice new gadgets that come out. I didn't buy an Xbox One S only because it was wider and slimmer. I didn't buy one of those because my old Xbox One plays just fine. So fucking what? Okay? So I'm not one of those guys that goes out and buys a new TV only because it's new technology. But there are a lot of people, especially in America, who do. Just because it's, well, I've got a 4K television, I'm better than you. Well, I've got Xbox One S, I'm better than you. Well, I've got a PlayStation 4 Pro, because I'm better than you. It's all in the name. It's all in the I'm a better than you kind of attitude. It's peacocking with technology, basically, is what it is. So I don't think they understand, the older guys up there understand that newer technology, people flock to it like a moth to a flame. Okay? And they've been ahead of the curve for so fucking long. Then it realized that they got behind when they dropped the PlayStation 4 Pro. And they all talk about, oh, well, it's 4K. It's 4K. It's not 4K. It's not. It's upscaled to 4K. It looks really good. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. I'm not saying that 1080p at 60 frames a second isn't going to look good, guys. Is it worth $400? Yeah. If you don't already own a PlayStation 4, is it going to run your games a little better? Yeah. I mean, if you really have to have it, especially since if you get the VR, you probably really need it to run those games really well, because the Oculus needs a lot of horsepower to run VR, and a lot of the other headsets that I've seen, the Vive, need a lot of horsepower to run VR. So I'm pretty sure with that little extra horsepower, it's going to run VR a lot better than the standard PlayStation 4 would. But it's not a 4K it's not a 4K machine, guys. It's just not. I'm so sick of hearing that it's 4K. The future is here. Blah 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 blah. It's not. It's really not. There's no way 4.2 teraflops it's going to run 4K. There's no way. The cheapest video card on the market that will do 4K, but it does it at medium settings, alright, is probably going to be the GTX 980 or the Radeon R9 390X, and those are under $600. That's for one card. One card probably sets you back to the $300. Just one card, and that's going to do 1440 at medium at about 30 frames a second. Okay? What they were showing off at the show was supposedly 1440. Supposedly at 60 frames a second. It's not. There's no fucking way you're going to do that for under $400. I don't care how much of a loss you're taking. There's no way, guys. There's absolutely no way. And you PlayStation fanboys with your dicks in your hand need to step off. You need to back off a little bit. Just chill out a little bit. Chill the fuck out. Because your system is anemic and dead on arrival as soon as the Scorpio gets released. I'm sorry, it's the truth. And, you know, I'm not really... I mean, I own an Xbox One. Not really an Xbox fanboy. I play more PC than I do either, to tell you the truth. But it's fun to have an Xbox One, only because I thought that, you know, the Gears franchise was coming to Xbox One only, and it's coming to PC too. I'm not a big Halo fan. You know, I'm not just going to sit here and explain it to you. I bought it for a certain number of game titles that's coming to PC too, so I don't see the point in having the Xbox One anymore, really, to be honest with you. I saw some things at the E3 on the PlayStation 4 that I really was excited about, so I decided I'm going to buy a PlayStation 4. Now, whether it's a Pro or it's a regular PlayStation 4, I don't know yet. But I do know that you guys really need to calm the fuck down. PlayStation 4 Pro is not 4K. It may run some native 4K games, like real small indie games, maybe, just maybe. But anything AAA, it's not going to, guys. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all something Sony's blowing up your ass. It's all just to confuse the consumer and get you to believe that you have the cutting edge of technology right there in your hands at $400. There's no fucking way, just none. And I know this video is a little bit more, has more cuss words in it and stuff than usual, but you know, I'm really tired. I've been watching this unfold. I mean, I've been working a lot of overtime on the weekends, so I'm really tired. I'm really, and I just saw this and I just had to make a video about it. And I know I've fucking, you know, had a lot of pauses and gaffes and stuff that I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck right now. I'm tired. I'm just making this to make it because I just wanted to spew my opinion out there. And if you don't like it, I really don't give a shit. If you do, drop a like. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.